Today we're in Selangor, Malaysia, a state just outside of Kuala Lumpur, and we're trying a dish that you have to try when you visit Malaysia: South Indian banana leaf rice. So you get a banana leaf covered in rice, piled with curries, and we're with our friends who are from KL, and they say that this is the best banana leaf rice you will find in the KL area. I'm Thomas.
And I'm Sheena, and we're chasing a plate. We hope you're hungry. Let's eat.
Our friends have brought us to this really cool place called Sri Ganapathi Mess, and it's a really undercover restaurant because it's in a house and there's no signage out the front. We're now in sort of where we walk in, it's the kitchen, so you can see there's all the pots and pans, the serving being done, and there's little rooms and tables dotted everywhere. So this is a really undercover place, and it's going to be really cool to try this meal.
We've each got a veritable feast in front of us. Virtually as soon as you sit down, the staff come bubbling around and they've got their banana leaf and they've got their containers filled with interesting curries and sauces. It's so exciting. So you get given a banana leaf to begin with, and the banana leaf acts as your plate. You then choose between white rice and parboiled rice. So I've got white rice here. And then you get spoonfuls of different things. We've got some fresh cucumber, carrot and red onion here. And then next to it there's some cooked onion with some mustard seeds and a bit of a gravy. And next to it we've got bitter gourd, I think it is, and a thicker gravy. There's some mustard seeds in there as well. And then next to it we've got some beans which have been cooked with, again, mustard seeds, and I think a lentil, some lentils in there as well because it's quite thick. Then on top of the rice we've got gravy. I went for chicken curry. Thomas has gone for onion curry. We've got this crispy poppadom here which we're going to crush up and add to our meal. And then to go with all of that, we ordered some mutton curry. So mutton is actually goat, and then some crispy sotong or squid. We've also got some chicken rasam, which is an Indian soup, to wash it all down with.
So as Sheena mentioned, I've got the same spread as her, except I got an onion curry. So the onion curry is the one that they put on your rice. So everyone gets all of these dishes that Sheena explained, but the one on your rice you get to choose. And you don't have to choose one, you could choose multiple. So I could have had the chicken and the onion and the fish if I'd liked. But we just got the one curry each, so then we can have more of the side dishes. Let's just dive in and try some of the onion curry. So basically you just mix it all up because you want all the flavors to come together, and normally you'd mix it all through with all of these sides. I'm going to try just the onion curry and the rice by itself to start with. Oh, yum! Yum! It has got a really good spice to it, like a spicy chili tingle on the front of the tongue. That's really good. The onion flavor adds a real sweetness to the dish, and it's got these big green bits in here which must be bitter gourd. You can see they're kind of bubbly on the edge, so I'm just going to try a bit more rice with the gravy and then one of those bitter gourds. Oh wow, it's not nearly as bitter as I was expecting, but it does add a little bit of bitterness down the side of my tongue. But that chili on the front of my tongue is an overriding, like, really hot flavor, just spicy, chili, bang, that's really good. It is so well balanced. Sometimes a curry like that can be a bit heavy on one thing or another, but that is incredibly well balanced. But now let's get in and let's mix everything together. I'll have just one epic mouthful to start off. So we'll grab a bit of everything. I'm gonna dump it all in there. Dump the beans in there. We've got these fresh vegetables for crunch and freshness. Got the poppadom. Let's break a little bit of that off. We'll add some of that in too. Just going for the full on flavor burst. The beans still have a bit of crunch and they're full of mustard seeds. So the mustard seed flavour really burst. The fresh cucumber was very fresh. That was a really good taste. And then all those sauces start to come together and it just builds and builds. So what will happen is we'll keep mixing this rice more and more. And then we've got the other side dishes, the other curries, the squid. Everything will be mixed together and create the most incredible flavour.
Look at this incredible crunchy calamari. There's also some onion in there, so I'm gonna grab a few pieces and dump it on my banana leaf. So I'm ready to go. And then also we've got this mutton curry. It's cooked on the bone and it looks pretty juicy. It's sitting in quite a creamy looking gravy. So I'm gonna grab a piece of that as well. I love when meat is cooked on the bone because it often means that the meat itself retains quite a bit of juiciness. What I'm gonna do is just try a mouthful of this rice with the chicken curry. So let's give this a go. Wow, that chicken flavour is quite strong, but this distinctive or most distinctive taste coming from it is all the spices, really mellow. Let's give this amazing looking calamari a go. It's chopped so thin and it's just got the bits of batter laced around the edges. It looks so crunchy. Oh wow, that's some of the best calamari I've ever had. It's slightly chewy, crispy still from that batter. Wow, that's so Moorish. Those onions too look so crispy. Again, you can really taste that sweet onion flavour. Like Thomas talked about how his onion curry really imparted a beautiful caramelised sweet flavour. The same with that crispy onion. Let's give this mutton curry a go. So I'm just going to pull a bit of the meat off the bone. You can see the meat has soaked up a lot of that gravy. And mix it in it with my rice and try that. The meat still has a little bit of chew, but it's very tender. A lot of stunning flavour. There's curry leaves in there. There's red onion. There's just really beautiful spice. It's not that fiery. Oh, that's so good. We've also got a chicken rasam, which is an Indian soup to wash it all down with. Apparently Sri Ganapathi Mess, which is where we're having lunch, is really well known for its crab rasam, but unfortunately they don't have it today. So let's give this chicken one a go. That's amazing. It's quite watery, but it's very pedas. Pedas means hot in Malay, like chili hot. And it's got a really strong chicken flavour. That's really, really delicious.
I need to talk about this squid because it is so, so good. I know Sheena's already talked about it, but it is incredible. These very finely cut pieces, just lightly crumbed and then deep fried. The flavour is amazing. Oh, it's super tender. It's just got a little bit of crunch. That is incredible. It's probably the best squid I have ever eaten in my life. So good. And the fact that it has these onions, so these very finely sliced onions, which are also mixed right through with the squid. And they're crispy on the edge, they're a little bit caramelized, and they're in big chunks as well, so you can grab it like a whole piece. Absolutely brilliant flavor, like just salty enough, sweet enough. Awesome, awesome dish.
So I just finished my meal and I really enjoy it, and this is what I'm gonna do to show that I really like it and my appreciation towards the cooks. So I fold it this way.
So make sure you always fold it towards you, not against you. You fold it against you when you do not like the meal. But most of the times we love it, so we fold it towards us. this way.
That was one great meal, and we have to say a huge thank you to Jean and Drake for taking us to that fantastic restaurant. Remember, details are down below in the description so you too can find this place, and don't forget to hit subscribe while you're down there.
If you enjoyed this video, please give it a huge thumbs up. Thank you so much for watching. We hope we inspired you to eat and explore like a traveller, not a tourist. See you next time.
Jumpa lagi.
Jumpa lagi.